Okay, guys, this one is going to be a very short presentation on how to go about with spreadsheet printing. Right, if I can go straight to my previous spreadsheet that I've created. As I've indicated, this one is going to be very short. But before we can go straight to the issue of printings, there are a few things that I would like to show you. The very simple one is the one of inserting horizontal and vertical lines and lines on your spreadsheet. Remember, as I'm talking about printing here, you know that spreadsheet is made of columns, a number of columns and rows, which results to series of cells. But unfortunately, if you simply go straight to printing, on the hard copy, these cells are not going to appear unless you follow the correct procedure if you need these spreadsheet cells to appear on your hard copies. For an example, if I can simply go straight to print and have a look on my print preview. One, the cells are not there, meaning you cannot see the columns, you cannot see the rows, you cannot see the spreadsheet cells. But if I go back, let's say I need these columns and rows, or the so-called cells, to appear. So how should I go about in connection with my spreadsheet printing? Well, you can simply go to printing, no cells as you can see, but when you go to page setup down here, right, you have got the following tabs: page, margins, header and footer, and the worksheet. So when you click on the last tab, which is worksheet, and you allow your spreadsheet to insert rows and column headings, you simply make a tick on this checkbox of rows and column headings. Now, have a look what happens, what's going to happen when I click OK here. Right, as you can see, if I can print right now, these rows, as you can see, the row numbers here, now they are going to appear on the hard copy. Same thing, the columns A, B, C up to H. So now if I can simply click print now, so this will appear just like this on my hard copy. Right, before I can print, let me go back again. For spreadsheet, computer practice, and for purpose, you might be required to insert horizontal and vertical lines. So this horizontal lines and vertical has nothing to do with columns and rows. So you can insert that on your own. Remember, there are certain marks associated with it. So how to do that? Right, I can simply go to borders icon. If I choose draw border here, my pointer changes into a pen like hand. Then have a look. I'm just drawing these lines. As you can see, these are vertical lines that I'm inserting right now. These now are horizontal ones. Right, I'm done. Oh no, seemingly one is still missing here. Okay. So we refer to these lines as vertical and horizontal lines. Then I'm done. Let us print preview this just to check if these lines do appear. As you can see, the horizontal and vertical lines now are going to appear on your hard copy or on your printout. The columns and rows will also appear. So you need to develop certain skills in connection with spreadsheet printing. You don't simply go to file print and just click print, because the first mistake that you're going to commit, you can see down here, your spreadsheet indicates that this is going to be 2 pages, meaning when I can simply click print here, so my spreadsheet will overlap to the second page, and that is not the right way of printing spreadsheet, especially for assessment purpose, irrespective whether it's N4, N5, or N6. For the purpose of printing the spreadsheet, it's not recommended to print one question in 2 different pages. So you need to work on this up until it says 1 of 1 before you can click print. Let me get back. Well, in order for this spreadsheet to fit in a single page, please take note, these dotted lines, this appears between H and I here, indicates that this spreadsheet page ends here, meaning all the contents from I, J, and K, all the contents from I towards your right will then be printed on the second page. As I've indicated, that is not allowed. This spreadsheet, irrespective how large it is, but you need to work on it in a way that it fits in a single page when you print. Right, the very first thing to do, you can simply convert your page orientation from portrait to landscape. From portrait to landscape. Let me check on my printing. File and print. Now you can see down here, it is now saying 1 of 1, meaning this is now page 1 of 1. So that simply means if I can click print now, there will be no problem. This spreadsheet will fit in a single page in a landscape orientation. Right. These are all skills of spreadsheet printing. Or rather, another way of printing your own spreadsheet. Let's say you're going to print everything. Let's say you want to print from here to gross salaries. The selected portion of your spreadsheet, if you go to print, you can see the whole spreadsheet appears, but you can let your spreadsheet know that you don't need the entire spreadsheet. Instead, you need a certain portion of your spreadsheet to be printed. Right, have a look here. Print active sheets. No, it's not what I need, because the whole spreadsheet will be printed. Print the entire workbook. No. Print the selection. Well, if I want to print the highlighted part of my spreadsheet, I simply click on print selection. Then you can see on my print preview. So when I click print here, then you can see only the highlighted portion of my spreadsheet is going to appear, is going to be printed. So all of these are spreadsheet printing skills that you need to familiarize yourself with. Well, towards my conclusion, you can see you can print the active worksheet, you can print the entire workbook, you can print the selection or the highlighted, you can change the orientation from landscape to portrait or vice versa. At the very same time, when you go down with printing, there is an orientation here, and at the very same time, right here, there are more options. You print only one side of the paper, you need your spreadsheet to be printed on both sides, and so on. Well, that is all in connection with spreadsheet printings. It's one of the most important part of your spreadsheet. Remember, it was a printing presentation. Thank you.